What's up guys, today we are unboxing the Shadow Labyrinth Collector's Edition. This is a special version of the game exclusively available on the Bandai Namco Store in the United States, and it is the highest tier of the 3 physical editions available, the other 2 being the standard physical release and the secret edition. And if you can't already tell, they sent me the secret edition and everything that comes in the collector's edition on the side, which I guess is how Bandai Namco does these special editions on their site. But yeah, this costs around $100 and I'm very excited to break it open. But first, if you're new here and you're into Shadow Labyrinth or other kinds of gaming related videos, it really helps out a lot if you're able to leave a like and subscribe. Alright, and without further ado, we're going to jump right into it. Starting with the Secret Edition. Now this wasn't exclusive to the Bandai Namco Store and can be found at retail, but this is just how they shipped the Collector's Edition to me. This edition I believe costs $60 and has most of the bonuses included. Alright, so breaking open the box, we can see we have a standard edition of the Switch 1 game. And the back of the box pretty much tells you all about the game. It's a 2D action platformer as an alternate take on the iconic Pac-Man. And I mentioned this is the Switch 1 version before. There is a Switch 2 version available in Japan, but it's a download code in a box. I'll have a video about that soon. There's a free upgrade to Switch 2 on the eShop, so if this is something you care about and want to have the whole thing on cartridge, then you might want to take the physical approach on Switch 1. There's no inside cover art this time around, but here's the cartridge. Continuing on with the Secret Edition contents, there's a piece of cardboard in here that has a code for the deluxe downloadable content that you can find in Shadow Labyrinth. Now this is a digital art book and a digital soundtrack that you access from the main menu of the game, which is cool if it's your thing, but later on we'll see that there should be a physical art book in here with the concept art. I've always been somebody who prefers physical art books anyways, but it's nice to have both options. Moving on, we've got our legal jargon about the Blacklight keychain, which we haven't opened yet, but make sure we're not swallowing batteries, I guess. I'll try my best. And the last thing included in the Secret Edition is this booklet case. There's a piece of paper with the Shadow Labyrinth logo covering it so that it doesn't just break open, which is nice. But taking that off and opening up the booklet, we get our first look at this glow-in-the-dark sticker sheet as well as the iridescent sticker sheet. Now we can see the Swordsman, an enemy that I don't remember the name of, a puka. And while they look pretty cool, I really don't care for stickers, so these are probably just going to live in the box their whole life. Again, I think they look great. We got ones of Thebe, the Ghost, and even Gaia, but they're just not something I can see myself taking off and actually sticking somewhere. Pretty cool though. Not exactly what I bought the collector's edition for. Opening up the booklet reveals a map, which we'll get to later, and oh no, the pins have kind of fallen out of their spot, but these are pins that are included. The first one we'll take a look at is Puck. Puck in the usual form, and on the back we see Shadow Labyrinth. The next one we see is a pin showing off the Gaia ability. If I can get it to focus, there we go. There's Gaia. And you'll have to forgive me because I really don't remember the actual names for these things, but I know what they do in the game. Hopefully by the time I'm finished playing it, I'll know. But the next pin we have is Puck in kind of like the scary form, I guess. I forget what they're called. The Apex Predator, maybe? And we see the sword level 8. Again, it's like an upgrade. I remember it has a name in the game. I'm really not remembering right now, but when I play it, I'll know it. And the last thing here, I remember in the trailer they referred to it as Puck's Night Eye, but this is a Blacklight keychain. And we're going to use this later to uncover some like Blacklight hidden details on some of these items. But it's got Puck on it, and it took me a little bit to figure it out, but eventually I got that purple light going. You just got to squeeze it pretty hard. And the last thing we'll take a look at here is the map. Now it's a little tough for me to get this open on camera, so I'll put a picture of it up on the screen. But it comes folded, and it's the map of the game, and on the flip side is the key art for the game. But yeah, that's everything included in the Shadow Labyrinth Secret Edition, so we're going to move on to the stuff that's exclusive to the Collector's Edition. First things first, this box is a lot smaller than I thought it would be. I was expecting this to be a much larger Collector's Edition. I'm not complaining because now it's going to fit on the shelf a little better, but I was hoping, I don't know, expecting something larger. I guess given the price I thought it would be a little more sizable, but it's pretty cool. I mentioned earlier that Bandai Namco kind of just ships the game alongside this stuff, but I wish we got like a big box to denote that this was the Shadow Labyrinth Special Edition and have it all together, you know? Opening it up we see the same message we've been seeing, that you have been chosen, and really I'm flattered. There's some kind of like air protector in here to hold everything down, and there are 2 items in this box. The first thing we're going to take a look at is this Swordsman's Adventure Log. Now this is a hardcover book, it's pretty small, but I mentioned earlier that the digital deluxe edition includes concept art, and here it's printed. I really do adore the style of this game, and I give them a lot of credit for doing something new with Pac-Man like this. And the back of the book actually has graph paper, which I thought was pretty cool. So I guess the intention here is for you to fill it out while you're playing the game. And the last order of business here was actually the thing I was most excited for. It's the shadow box. So it comes in this plastic protector, and then inside the plastic protector is an envelope. And here it is. It comes folded up, which honestly, I'm not really a fan of. It feels really cheap, if we're being honest. It's kind of hard to show on camera, but this is like a cardstock sturdier paper, and I was hoping that it would maybe be like cardboard. Just something a little less flimsy. I don't know, it just looks kind of cheap. The white edges, and it's just, I don't know. I'm a little disappointed by it, but it still looks cool. It's kind of hard to show the whole tower with the lighting I got going here, but... And all over it we can see the word Shadow Labyrinth, some Pac-Man silhouettes, and just the logo. So that's pretty much everything included in the collector's edition, but really quickly I just wanted to go back and look at the Blacklight features on a lot of these items. So the first order of business is starting with the map. Now it's kind of hard to show, but around certain points of the map you can see game logos for Mr. Driller, Dig Dug, Bosconian, even Splatterhouse, which isn't even a part of the UGSF timeline. And even checking the back of the poster, it doesn't look like there's anything new to find with the Blacklight, but it kind of bleeds through the other side. It's a fun little secret. You can also shine the Blacklight on the collector's edition box. I was hoping for a little bit more hidden details, but it's kind of cool how this stuff is accentuated in the Blacklight, because you can kind of like faintly see it in the regular light. It's a fun incentive, you know, cool little party trick, show it off. Can't guarantee they won't ask you to leave the party if you pull up with your Shadow Labyrinth Collector's Edition, but it's worth a try. But yeah, here are some of the symbols just found throughout the box. Listen, I'm not gonna lie, it's not the most impressive thing, but the fact that they included the Blacklight for you makes it a little better. If I had to buy this on my own, I would have been a little annoyed. And the last thing that appears to have Blacklight capabilities is the booklet case included. So yeah, just shining it around, we can see, like, again, a lot of the symbols seem to light up. There's even the Shadow Labyrinth logo on the back. But it doesn't look like the pins react to the Blacklight in any way. But yeah, that's just about it for the Shadow Labyrinth Collector's Edition. If you made it this far and want to see something cool that also is Shadow Labyrinth related, here's a pin that they gave out at Summer Games Fest. I believe they're also giving this out at the Pac-Man Cafe pop-up that's currently going on, but I was lucky enough to get my hands on it. Just a fair warning though, this is not included in either of the special editions, this is just something I have. But yeah, that's the Shadow Labyrinth Collector's Edition unboxed. If you like this video and want to see more videos like it and Shadow Labyrinth related content, really helps out if you're able to leave a like and subscribe. I've got plenty more Shadow Labyrinth videos coming up where this came from. But with all that, I'll see you guys next time.